Attractiveness sells, period. Now, the fortunate and unfortunate thing about our world is that attractiveness is a driving force of success, but it's not just looks. And if you can learn to be attractive, you'll attract great things to your life. It's the underlying aspects of attractiveness, right? So I'm going to teach you today what I believe are the exact ways to think and become more socially attractive. Now, in our world, we have a lot of things going on that are all tied to what we buy, what we sell, what we engage in, don't engage in, and it's always with people. It's not just robots, right? It's individuals, other human beings. And there's got to be an attraction to something, right? If it's a physical attraction or a mental attraction or a spiritual attraction, being attractive to people you want to be attracted to you is a big, big thing when it comes to having some kind of next level of success. Even if it's, I want to be attractive to the team that may promote me in my career, or attractive to the woman or the man so I can go hang out with them, right? Or attractive to my client. My company should be attractive and I should be attractive to operate and function with if I'm going to do business with you. And that little adjustment there, understanding of the personal underlying aspects of attractiveness that are beyond the physical looks, can be a game changer. Now, when I was starting out my speaking career, I was struggling to actually get people to enjoy listening to me. I didn't realize how human brains worked in psychology at the time. So I was bombing stages left and right. Like, I would go on a stage, do my thing, and I sucked. I was not very good at this. And I kept brushing it off and just moving forward. It'll figure itself out. Now, on the inside, I was struggling to feel good. I looked like I was fine and functioning, but I wasn't. And I was struggling. My mind was in shambles in terms of what I believe I could do or not. And I was questioning speaking and continued doing that thing. And then coaching, should I do this? And I didn't know how to keep really my wits about me. And I found that I was at times just trying to force myself to continue on, but not really feeling comfortable. And what I realized was I was worrying about all the wrong things in my mind. I was worrying about the things that were making me freak out, and I made the monsters bigger than they should have been in my brain. And when you do this, when you make things bigger than they should have been, we'll call it, you don't face things properly. So you become, and I became, more socially unattractive. And the idea is, when you learn about how to become more socially attractive, these things change. The flow changes to where after a while I switched some things up. I started functioning different. I'm gonna break these things down now. And when I started thinking about how I would show up, I would step on stages differently. My mental aspect of what I was doing was different inside of how I showed up. And so because of that, my career took a 180 turn from the direction it was going. I was going towards not doing it. Now I'm one of the higher paid speakers in the industry. And it's because I found that you have to learn how to be able to be attractive to people. And it's not just looks. Makes it clear again, it's not just looks. So I started killing it and things started growing, and I actually got to the point of having standing ovations. As a matter of fact, in 2022, my last in-person speech was a standing ovation, which felt pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie, like having that as the conclusion to the in-person speeches in a year felt awesome. And I know when I look back at that, it's because of the things I'm about to teach and talk about for you to be able to extract this from me and put it into your life to roll and do some cool things. Because it changed my capabilities. It changed what was possible for success, even when I felt at a certain level like I was below average at a certain point in time. So how do we do this? Well, the first thing you have to do is look at who can help you. Now, I was able to listen to feedback at times. The first thing is you have to start listening to feedback, and it can't be things where you think that it's criticism. At first, I believe feedback was criticism. When someone didn't say something nice or something good, I thought it was all criticism to make me feel bad, and it wasn't beneficial. It wasn't constructive to me. Someone would say at one point, some woman goes, "You got to stop just telling your story like this." The woman was an agent of mine. She goes, "You got to stop telling your story like this. You got to tell it different." And I took it as criticism in a way that wasn't positive. I go, "What's my story though? You can tell me not to tell my story and I shouldn't." She's like, no, it's not about that. It's about how do you tell it in a beneficial way for somebody? How do you make sure as you're presenting this story, this idea, that it's of use to them? Because if not, it's just you sharing a story, and it's great and all, but people can extract something from that from a stage. So you've really got to start focusing on how to present it in a way. And so that was like a first piece of criticism. Some people say I talk too fast. Still do. It's hard to fix that. But the idea is you have to really pay attention to the people around you who are giving you insight that you are misconstruing as negative criticism. It can very well be constructive and help you, but not if you don't want to listen to it or you choose not to listen to it. So that criticism was huge. And what worked for me is I started crafting my mindset around 6 thoughts. Because I wanted a mindset that was strong, that would be able to create the moment I wanted when I'm on a stage or talking to somebody or selling my coaching programs, whatever it was. I needed to have that. So I go, okay, what are the things that people actually are attracted attracted to socially that could make me attractive to people? Now, the first piece of it was I need to make them feel comfortable. There's something to giving people a sense of comfort that comes from your ability to anchor the space and make them feel welcomed. See, if you want to be attractive to somebody, they got to feel welcome to come speak to you, welcome to be in the space, welcome to the environment. They must feel comfortable around you to come in, hang out, let loose, let their hair down, they call it. And that's a unique, powerful thing when it comes to somebody positioning you in their emotional memory as someone they want to connect with and hang out with again. Like, I'm around people, I want to feel comfortable. I'll share embarrassing things about myself and they'll share them, and then I don't judge them on things that they do where other people might judge them. I find ways to make somebody feel very comfortable in their own skin in my presence. If you ever meet me in person, I don't do it intentionally, like always thoughtful, but it's more of a second nature instinct for me now. I want you to feel comfortable in my space because I want to be comfortable in my space. And if you're uncomfortable, I sense that and I don't want to have that. So I find ways to make there be some exchange of conversation where you feel comfortable and giggling and laughing and joking. And I want you to feel like you're in a good space, and it draws more people around. When people see an environment with people that are talking to each other that feel comfortable, they draw over to it. If they see tension and some weirdness, like they avoid that group like the plague. You know what I mean? You've probably seen it in your own life. There's rooms and places you go and you go, I really don't want to go in there. They don't look like they're having very much fun. It doesn't look very engaging to me. It's not very inviting to me. Not go in there. And they won't. They'll avoid it. So the idea is, where in your life do you have these moments where you can walk in and go, how do I make someone feel comfortable around me? The first piece. The second one is, how do you make people feel valued? I think a lot of us have a little part of our brain that goes, I want to make sure I'm not, detracting from somebody. I want to be appreciated. I want to be valued in a relationship, in a career, in my anything. I want to feel valued. And if you can make somebody feel valued by saying, wow, that's helpful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, they feel comfortable and they feel valued, right? If you ask for someone's advice, hey, what would you do in this situation here? Oh, I don't know anything about that. No, you probably do. What are your thoughts here? Oh, man, thank you. I appreciate that. That's some good feedback. I didn't even think of it that way. They feel valued. They are attracted to people that make them feel good. People are naturally attracted to humans that make them feel good. That's unfortunately why some people will date the wrong person, because the wrong person makes them feel right? It's a tactic, unfortunately, people use, but can you make them feel valued? Do you make them feel like they actually hold a weight as a human? It's a big thing. Number three, can you make people feel appreciated? See, feeling valued and appreciated is kind of a different thing. Feeling valued means I have value. Feeling appreciated means you appreciate the value. Thank yous, right? Actually expressing gratitude for something. That's an appreciation point. When somebody feels appreciated for the work that they did, they're attracted to the company. They keep working there. Somebody feels appreciated in their relationship, they're attracted to the person. They stay in their relationship, right? These little nuances are actually different. To have value and not be appreciated kind of sucks. If you're just taking the value from me but not appreciating it, I don't feel like I want to be here very much. I'm not attracted to that environment. So the idea is, can I make sure I step in and go, am I valuing this person, but am I also make them feel appreciated? Because when they do, man, people stick around, they enjoy the place, it rolls smooth. Number four is being confident, engaging, kind, and empathetic. Now that's a whole kind of stuff together grouping of words, but if I can be confident as I'm around this person, right, and I'm confident myself, I talk about these habits that make me socially, desirable, if we call it that, or really a man of, am I socially attractive to people? Am I a confident person? And I'm an engaging person. Do I have empathy when I speak and talk? And am I kind? Am I nice to the waiters and people at restaurants? Like, you want to be around people that are kind to human beings, empathetic for situations, that are confident and then engage in conversation. But a person that's kind of timid, that doesn't engage in anybody, and they're mean to the people that are around them, and they essentially don't care about anything else going on or anybody else's feelings, those people, not socially attractive. I don't want to do business with you. I don't want to engage with you in a relationship or friendship or colleagues in any way. You're not my kind of human. I don't like those people. Not many people actually like those people. So if you want to be socially attractive, don't be those kind of people, right? Be kind, be empathetic, be engaging, be confident as you show up in the world. I have a video on how to be more confident. You might want to look that one up, but also it helps you give a little bit more attractiveness to yourself. Number five is to be open to new experiences. Like for me, I am around a lot of cool humans that do things that are not in my norm, right? But I have a lot of great friendships and great connections and great interactions because I'm open to new experiences. I'm also open to not judging people on these new experiences, right? They want to do it. Hey, what's that about? Let me dig in. I may say respectfully, like, you know what? It's not not for me, but I really am curious to know how it will work out for you. It's never been some on the top of my mind, but if it's yours, like I trust it and be cool. Let me know how that goes. Like I seriously want to know how it ends up, and unpack it, share it with me, right? Because I want them to feel like there's some fun and levity and spontaneity to me, because people like spontaneous, loose, fun people. They're sometimes too attractive to us. We want to be around people that want to do craziness all the time. I don't think it's always that good, but being open to new experiences, new meals, new restaurants, new people, new things, that is very attractive, because most people are shut off, closed off. They don't want to be around other people. They want to go home and sit in their house, want to be introvert all the time. And while it's okay, it's not always the best recipe for being socially attractive. Number 6 is to, well, it's simple, form new connections, right? Form new connections. Being socially attractive is being part of the social world, like being social. Being social is going out and shaking hands, meeting people, networking. That's fun. That's engaging. People like that. When you want to be attractive, are you the person that knows a lot of people because you shake hands and you're out there being open and engaging? Like that meeting people, that engaging, that forming new bonds, that's fun. I like people that are like that, because it means that you're not callous to the world and closed off and think you're better than them, but you'll actually come and hang out and talk to anybody about anything. Those people draw me in, and I like hanging out with them because they have different perspectives that aren't tied to the same thing everybody else is tied to. Now, for me, when I look at all these different things that I've just talked through, when I started my speaking career in 2009, I launched into this whole world of doing keynote speeches at about 2014. I didn't really have this stuff in place. It really picked up in about 2018, but from like 09 to 14, I was bumbling around. I didn't really have a cued in perspective of how I should be approaching the world to be socially attractive. But the more I got, the better things progressed, the better I could speak and talk and share and engage and meet people and be memorable in a great way. My name got out there. More people talk about you. More people share, this guy's a great speaker, and the content can improve. And then not only that, but the speeches improve, the size of the speeches and stages improve, and it grows and grows. And so everything I'm talking through, it worked out because I finally gave thought to how I was showing up. I finally gave thought to the people that I was around and how I was attracting them and being as attractive as possible, being a desirable human to them. And the more I did that, the more it built. Now, this is something that I call dark work. Now, dark work is really what is the anchor to my identity work. The way you shift an identity is through the dark work. And this is dark work. This is the work that is not sexy, not fun. It's unseen by many people. No one's gonna give you a celebratory high five. No one's gonna know that you were attractive in a sense because you were engaging, made somebody feel appreciated, made them feel valued. No one knows, just you know. But when you spend time processing, committing to these new actions, and actually taking them until you succeed, that dark work helps you shine in the light, helps you become attractive. So you shine to people. You are a glowing personality and human when you walk into a room. People can feel you enter a space. When they feel you enter a space, they go, I want to be around that person. And they just come over and wander into your space and talk to you in a good way. So really the recommendation is to really go through those same things, to make sure as you show up in this world that you are making people feel comfortable, feel valued, feel appreciated. Make sure you're confident, you're engaging, you're kind and emotional. Make sure as you show up in this world that you are open to new experiences and form new bonds with people, form new connections. This expands your social attractiveness and it attracts to your life more than you can even imagine. That's positive, financially, friendship-wise, relationship-wise, impact-wise, all those great things. That's it. If you enjoyed this video, check this video out up here. It's got a lot of cool points you can actually engage and apply to your life as well, so you can go out into the world and do the dark work to make shift happen.